Hey, what's going on, YouTube? This video is going to talk a little about OCGN, AMC, PROG, AUPH, and Citadel. So like and subscribe, and let's get to it. Okay. Main point of this video really is if you're unsure or if you're in denial about Citadel's impact and influence and power and the power that they have to manipulate stocks however they please, OCGN is a perfect example. Okay, it rose almost 100% over a matter of a week or more, and then it reached a point of resistance and then tanked 50% in the last 28 hours. So it lost that 100% gain in the last 28 hours. And is that massive amounts of selling after the good news came to fruition? And is resistance a real thing? Or is it an excuse for manipulation? That's what I think it is. Just an excuse for manipulation. That way, that's how the stock market is. There's resistance points. So it's just, it is what it is. That's just how things work. No, it's just a bullshit excuse so they can short the living hell out of it and bypass a bunch of buy orders to the off the lit markets and only publish the short sales and the few sales that come in result of it on the lit markets. That's why we see it down 20% last 2 days, over just around 20% last 2 days, when the inflow outflow has been in the positive the last 2 days. And I believe that's because short sales don't show up as outflow. They show up as inflow because people buying it, but those orders are getting sent to the lit markets to buy, but not the short sales. And that's a bunch of crock shit. I do expect OCGN to rebound from this point, probably right back up to that point it was just at, in a matter of a week or so, maybe even less, just like PROG did. And the reason why I say that is because the 59 million or whatever short positions that are there, I guarantee you the people that had the most skin in the game for that caused this. They shorted the living hell out of it. They quadrupled down on the position to force it down to a point where they're comfortable, and then they're going to cover and get a long position, and then they're going to let it go back up. That's why I say buy the dip. Well, that's what these institutions do, but they force the dip so they don't lose out on their short positions, and then them covering that is buying the dip, and then they buy even more, and then they let it run, and then they get more short positions and do the same thing. It's a bunch of bullshit. Because what normal investor is going to sell after good news? I mean, logically. That's just stupid. And obviously it's not happening because the dark pool volume today is over 50%. And I wonder if the dark pool volume is over 50% of the total volume. So off the lit markets. Do you think that's just random orders? Or do you think that's a concentration of majority of buy orders going to the lit market, off lit markets, and the shorts and the sales staying on lit markets? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're selectively deciding which ones go where to affect the price. And I say this because Citadel, Citadel executes 1 out of every stock trades in the United States. Okay, they have at roughly 900 million shares per day. That's how much they execute personally. The New York Stock Exchange only executes 700 million shares a day. So Citadel executes 30% more trades per day than the New York Stock Exchange. That's a little messed up, isn't it? Especially when they have $500 billion invested in it. That's way hairy to me. Not only that, but I mean, you couple that with the fact that they have their own dark pool. I mean, I don't know if a whole lot of people know this, but it's let's see, what is it? It's called Citadel operates a dark pool called APOGE. It's APOGEE out of its New York office. Okay, it operates its own dark pool and executes more than the New York Stock Exchange. And they have $500 billion of skin in the game. And you're telling me, oh, and they're a high frequency trader. And you know what? They're a high frequency trader. It says this. Okay, they have about 20 programmers. 20 programmers, mind you. That create computer algorithms for their high frequency trading that decide how to execute each order and what to send to public exchanges or dark pools. So the algorithms they create decide where to send all those. So you don't think that they set up the algorithm to send high short positions or positions that they hold in that are high and short positions? You don't think that they have adjusted the algorithm to send buy orders to the dark pool and the rest to lit market, especially to their dark pool? Yeah, I think the algorithm is in their favor. I mean, why would they not? You know, and they keep talking about, we need to worry about whether it's retail investors are getting the best price available. Fuck the best price. Fuck the best price. Screw that shit. Who gives a shit about the best price? We want to know if our orders are affecting the stock price like it should. That's what matters. Who cares if it's a penny less or a penny more when they execute our trades? We want to know where it executes our trades and if it's affecting the stock price how it should. Whether they give us the best price or not is not what's hurting us. It's whether our trades are affecting the stock price like it should or not, which it's not. And that's how they're doing it. That's how they're manipulating. It's not the best price. It's not that. That's what they're doing. They're Stonewall is the hell's that word? I can't remember. They're distracting us with the best price available, best price. Who gives a shit? That's not what the issue is. The issue is where they're sending specific orders in order to favor their positions. That's what is wrong. That's what's messed up. Not the best price available. Who gives a shit about the best price? We want to know if their algorithms are meant to send certain orders to certain exchanges to favor their positions. And they are. So coincidentally, you don't think their algorithms at that resistance point, you don't think their algorithms were set at that hard line to where once they hit that hard resistance level to send all buy orders to the dark pools? Yeah. That's what they need to investigate, is that shit. That's why high-frequency trading needs to go away. Who gives a shit about pay for order flow? That's not the issue. It's not the issue at all. The issue is how their algorithms are set up to send whatever shares where, whether they're a buy or a sell or a short sale. But they're just it's disgusting. And Prog's a perfect example of that too. It did the same thing. Got to resistance level, and then people are still buying, but price tanked. All of it, and everyone lost their profits, except for Citadel. They saved their ass and their buddy's ass, and then covered or whatever the heck, and then now it's on its way back up. And okay, and AMC just of course, we buy and we hold. That one's, I can't wait for earnings. I mean, that one's gonna be, I can't wait for earnings. I hope Adam Aron's news is as big as he's building it up to. AUPH, that's another one. I'm still holding. The earnings were good. They raised the price target, but it tanked after that one high. Same thing. I guarantee you, their algorithms had it set up certain ways, but that's just a bunch of, God, I hate that. I mean, them executing more than New York Stock Exchange is just period wrong. Especially with $500 billion of influence of their own special interest. I don't know if it's just disgusting. Anyways, guys, like and subscribe. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail in the next video about the inner workings in these Citadel's BS, because I hate them. Later, guys.